Hi, thanks for coming by. I'm Michael Carr. My company is Simplifymyretirement.life. My license number is 2630482. And this disclaimer is for informational purposes to let you know what my goals are, what I'm trying to do, what I'm not trying to do. You should know that my practice is for people planning for retirement or in retirement. And since this is the first video that you're watching, I should tell you that I am a former registered investment advisor with a degree in theoretical physics. Kind of unique. It works to your benefit. I'm very research oriented. My company is very information based. I am very good at weighing different options. I'm very good at finding the details in certain plans, making sure you're aware of the pros and cons. I'm also very good at theorizing and coming up with unique ways to do things that maybe you hadn't thought of and would serve your needs very well. So that's just a little bit. So again, the intent is to cover all my videos with this disclaimer to let you know that any illustrations or examples are informative. They're not recommendations. They're not for any individual watching this right now. You have to have a personal visit to determine if these ideas are best for you. They are simply to show you some of the products I use, that I represent, demonstrate the safety, the leverage concepts within these products. The examples I use are, of course, dependent upon the claims paying ability of the insurance companies mentioned. They're also dependent upon your age, and if we're talking insurance, your health as well. As I said, registered investment advisor when I lived in Southern California, charged fees on pretty much everything I did inside the pay-to-play system that we discuss in these videos. Why do I call it that? Because if you don't pay an advisor, you don't have an advisor, right? I'm a strategist. I can't consider myself advisor because I educate my clients. Information, information, information. You know what's best for your life. I don't need to advise you. I just need to answer all your questions and then you can decide. So that's a shift in the way the industry is working. 10 years from now, there'll probably be 10 times as many independent advisors like I am. So there you go. Today, I don't charge for any of the time I spend with people, no matter how many times we get together. I don't charge for the personal research I do for you, no matter what that takes. Nobody gets an invoice from me for researching, planning, or beginning any retirement strategies. Just so you know, the problems and difficulties I talk about regarding the financial advisor system are not targeted at the advisors. I used to be an advisor. So understand that when we talk about these things, we're talking about the system. So this is not an advisor problem. This is a math problem. And the math problem is caused by what they call the friction in the system, the expenses and fees, and difficulty in this day and age, as opposed to how easy other platforms have shown people that investing can be, right? You'll find a lot of facts in my videos. They're a result of a lot of research, which is why I'm looking down reading my notes. This disclaimer has to meet some legal points, so that's part of it as well. But I'm good at research and I enjoy it. The place you will most frequently see my facts and research is right after I state something that somebody may feel is my opinion. Now, this is important. The last thing I want anybody out there relying on is someone's opinion when you're planning your own personal 30-year retirement journey. So that's why I said I give you reasons, examples, history, real life stories to help you understand the things that I say and why I represent certain products. Then you can judge for yourself if you think the safe, leveraged, and frequently guaranteed paths that I use are better for you. Let's talk further. My information's on the website. My personal motto regarding business is very simple. I was taught that if I help enough other people to get what they want, I will never have to worry about what I want. It's been working great for 40 years. I've met some wonderful people. That's just, my career's been pretty much serving people. So I make people happy. I help them reach their goals. I pay the mortgage. So my personal goal, my only goal, is to find you the absolute best product out there that fits your requirements, that gives you peace of mind and comfort over some fear that you may have today. I have access to 20 to 40 companies, and that's greatly different from the extremely limited approved list that research will show you the average Main Street fee advisor has to offer. I'm on a couple different radio stations up here in northern Wisconsin, twice a month on each. We often discuss the facts and research I do under the heading of rules of the game. And so in a lot of my videos, I'm going to analyze the rules of the game using their story and then telling you all the important things that they leave out. You may find important, others have. I do, but they're not presenting them in their marketing. And when you hear the other side, you will, I believe, understand why they're not presented. And it's unfair to you to try and plan a 30-year retirement without all the facts, both sides. So I give you my information from the inside, I give you my information from the outside of the financial industry, and I hope it'll help. Now, finally, I'm not recommending that you leave your advisor. I am absolutely recommending that you watch these videos and decide if any of the things I say indicate that your current path may no longer be best for you. After all, to repeat, my clients are approaching retirement or in retirement. Main Street advisors and just about all fee advisors are based on accumulation. That's their focus. That's what they advertise on the radio. Make money, get money, make money, get money. Well, you should know right now, there are good ways and there are very bad ways to spend your money in retirement. The industry's created the fancy word of decumulation spending. I am what they call an institutional decumulation specialist. I call myself a retirement strategist and researcher. So, do you want to be in an accumulation industry when you're spending? That's what I'm going to help you decide if I can. All right. Many of these videos are also here to help you figure out if you can even afford to pay fees during the lengthy spending period of your retirement. So to sum it up, I'm not making recommendations. I'm giving examples for illustration purposes. Some things may be my opinions. I have a right to my opinions. They're in all kinds of these videos, or they're all over the place in these videos, but I back them up with facts, with reason, with real life stories, with reported trends and things like that. I give you ideas of what you can look up on Google. So the videos are here to give you information so you can make the decision if there's a better way of spending your money than with a system that specializes in accumulating money and charging fees. Fees don't go so good with spending money. So thank you so much for your time. I know how valuable it is. These videos are all about you getting the most value possible from the time and work you put into accumulating your nest egg. Have a great day. Throughout these videos, I hope you enjoy the art. I'll be changing them around.